Penguins, the tuxedo-clad birds of the Antarctic. These flightless wonders may not be able to fly, but they sure can swim like champions. They're like the Michael Phelps of the bird world. With their black and white plumage, they look like they're ready to attend a fancy dinner party or maybe even a James Bond film premiere. And just like Bond, they're skilled at adapting to different environments, whether it be icy waters or warmer climates. In this video, let's travel to Antarctica for a quick yet comprehensive sneak peek into the penguins' life. After watching this video, we are sure that you will not just see them as cute and cuddly birds, but as secret agents of the bird world. So, let's begin. Species. There are 18 recognized species of penguins: Emperor penguin, King penguin, Penguin Adelie, African penguin, Galapagos penguin, Humboldt penguin, Excellent penguin, Little penguin, Fiordland penguin, Penguin snares, Penguin red-crested, Penguin rockhopper, Southern rockhopper penguin, rockhopper penguins in the Antarctic, black-footed penguin, Penguin white flipbird. Habitat. Penguins are found in the southern hemisphere, with the majority of species living in Antarctica and the surrounding islands. However, several species also have more northern ranges, such as the Galapagos penguin found near the equator and the African penguin found along the southwestern coast of Africa. Emperor penguins are found exclusively in Antarctica. King penguins are found on sub-Antarctic islands. Adelie penguins, chinstrap penguins, and Gentoo penguins are found on the Antarctic peninsula and the surrounding islands. The Galapagos penguin is the only penguin species that lives north on the equator, found in the Galapagos Islands. The African penguin is found along the southwestern coast of Africa. Appearance and anatomy. Penguins are anatomically efficient creatures in addition to being plump and gorgeous. Because of various modifications to their anatomy, they can swim gracefully and fast, catching prey with little effort. Additionally, the color and density of their feathers enables them to resist the chilly water that most species swim in. Let's see how their bodies have adapted to living in the Arctic and swimming in ice-cold waters. Size. The size of penguins varies by species. They can measure between 15 inches 38 centimeter and 42 inches 1 meter tall. Males are slightly taller than females. The emperor penguin, Aptenodytes forsteri, the largest species, stands an average of 45 inches 1.15 meter tall. The smallest penguin is the little blue penguin, also known as the fairy penguin, which is about 16 inches 40 centimeter tall on average. Weight. They weigh anywhere between 2 pounds 1 kg and 88 pounds 40 kgs. Males are heavier than females, with and weight of 2.2 to 3.3 pounds 1 kg to 1.5 kg. The weight of an emperor penguin can reach 88 pounds 40 kgs. The tiniest penguin is the blue penguin, Egyptilla minor, sometimes known as the little penguin, little blue penguin, or fairy penguin, can weigh somewhere between 2.3 and 3.3 pounds 1 and 1.5 kgs. Lifespan. The average lifespan of penguins varies depending on the species. Emperor penguins can live up to 20 years in the wild, while Adelie penguins typically live around 15 to 20 years. African penguins have an average lifespan of around 20 years. Gentoo penguins can live up to 25 years, while the average lifespan of chinstrap penguins is around 20 years. Galapagos penguins have the shortest lifespan of all penguin species, living around 10 to 15 years in the wild. It's worth noting that those numbers are averages and can vary depending on the individual bird and its living conditions. Body. Their body can be seen as a sleek and aerodynamic sports car designed for speed and agility in the water. Their streamlined shape and dense plumage help them cut through the water like a hot knife through butter, making them the Michael Phelps of the bird world. Overall, the body of a penguin is a masterful work of evolution designed to help them thrive in the cold and unforgiving conditions of the Antarctic. Webbed feet. Their webbed feet act as powerful paddles, propelling them forward with each stroke, and their dense plumage keeps them warm in the freezing Antarctic waters. The bird carries itself most erect because its feet are significantly further back than other birds. This makes its gait referred to as plantigrade, that is, on the soles. Instead of only the toes, as in other birds, the sole covers the entire foot. Blubber. They also have a thick layer of blubber like a built-in life jacket. This blubber serves several important functions. Penguins' blubber helps them stay warm in the cold Antarctic waters by trapping a layer of warm air next to their skin. This insulation allows them to conserve heat and prevents heat loss, which is crucial for survival in the harsh Antarctic environment. The blubber also helps them float in the water, which is important for swimming and diving. Penguins use their wings as flippers to swim, and their dense plumage and blubber help them to stay buoyant in the water. Finally, the blubber of penguins serve as an energy reserve, providing them with a source of energy when food is scarce. Penguins, like emperor penguins, go through fasting periods during which they may not eat for weeks or even months during their breeding season, for example. During these periods, they rely on their blubber stores to provide them with energy they need to survive. Beaks. Their beaks are like precision tools tailored to their specific diet. For example, the emperor penguin has a pointed beak, which is perfect for catching fish, while the Adelie penguin has a more rounded beak, which is great for scooping up krill. Plumage. Their unique black and white plumage serves as camouflage, helping them blend in with their surroundings and avoid predators while hunting for food. And let's not forget their striking physical features such as the emperor penguin's bright orange beak, the king penguin's golden yellow crown, and the African penguin's pinkish face. Diet. Penguins are carnivorous birds, and their diet primarily consists of fish, squid, and krill. The specific types of fish and squid that they eat can vary depending on the species and their habitat. Penguins gather fish and other sea life while diving, which they then eat. Even seawater can be consumed by them. Emperor penguins mainly eat fish such as lanternfish and squid. Adelie penguins and chinstrap penguins mainly eat krill with some fish and squid. African penguins mainly eat anchovies, sardines, and small squid. Penguin hunting techniques. Penguins have a unique hunting technique. They swim underwater using their wings to propel themselves forward and catch their prey with their beaks. They are able to reach depths of up to 500 feet, 150 meters, and can hold their breath for up to 22 minutes. Penguins are also known to opportunistically eat other aquatic animals such as crustaceans and mollusks, depending on what is available in their environment. Penguins are adapted to finding and hunting their food efficiently in their environment. Mating. Penguins sure know how to keep things interesting when it comes to mating. For starters, did you know that emperor penguins have to trek up to 50 miles, 80 kilometers just to find a mate? Talk about putting in the effort. Once they've found their special someone, penguins engage in elaborate courtship rituals like bowing, preening, and even presenting pebbles as gifts. But perhaps the most amusing penguin mating fact is that the males of some species, like the Adelie penguin, will try to attract a mate by building a nest out of nothing but pebbles. And if that wasn't enough, they'll even steal pebbles from other males' nests in order to make their own look more impressive. And when it comes to the actual act of mating, let's just say that penguins aren't exactly shy. They're known to engage in promiscuous behavior, often mating with multiple partners in a single breeding season. But perhaps the most interesting thing of all is that once the eggs are laid, it's the father who takes on the role of primary caregiver. They'll keep the eggs warm by balancing them on their feet and covering them with a fold of skin called a brood pouch. So all in all, penguins are not just cute, but also very interesting and funny creatures when it comes to mating habits. Some interesting facts about penguins. Not all penguins live in cold climates. The only known species of penguin that resides on the equator is the Galapagos penguin. Some penguin species can swim up to 15 miles per hour, 24 kilometers per hour. This is faster than the average human swimming speed. Most penguins have a gland near their eyes called the supraorbital gland or salt gland. It filters salt from seawater. This allows them to drink seawater without getting dehydrated. Emperor penguins are the only birds that breed during the Antarctic winter. They huddle together to keep warm and take turns going to the edge of the group to feed. Penguins have an excellent sense of smell and use it to locate their nests and chicks, and even in crowded colonies. Adelie penguins have been known to use rocks as tools to break open shellfish to eat. Emperor penguins can survive extreme temperatures and conditions. They can survive in temperatures as low as -60 degrees Fahrenheit or -51 degrees centigrade and winds up to 100 miles per hour or 160 kilometers per hour. Threats. Unfortunately, like many other animal and bird species, penguins too are at threat of extinction. Some of the main threats to penguins include habitat destruction, climate change, pollution, overfishing, invasive species, human disturbance. Conservation. Conservation efforts for penguins include habitat protection, pollution control, and fisheries management. In addition, captive breeding and reintroduction programs have been implemented for some species. Educational campaigns and ecotourism also help raise awareness about penguin conservation and the importance of protecting their habitats. There are several organizations that are responsible for the conservation of penguins, including the International Union for Conservation of Nature, the African Penguin and Seabird Sanctuary, the Penguin Foundation, the Southern African Foundation for the Conservation of Coastal Birds, the World Wildlife Fund. Do tell us what you liked most about the video in the comments section. Also, type "Save Penguins" in the comments section to show your support for these endangered birds. Subscribe to stay tuned for more interesting updates from the animal kingdom.